The December and Christmas update for Red Dead Online has some fantastic opportunities for players to make some of the purchases that they may have been waiting on for a long time. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today on the show, we will be kicking off our buyer's guide for the December update here in game. This video will be your complete guide on how to navigate all the Christmas purchases, my own personal recommendations, and basically, if you have the money, where I think you should spend it. So with that said, we're gonna get started. If you enjoyed this video at any point, or if you just find it helpful, let me know by dropping a like on it. And if you want to stay up to date with everything Red Dead Redemption 2 and Red Dead Online, consider hitting that subscribe button with your bell notifications turned on. So jumping right in with the big gold bar discount, we have 10 gold bars off the prestigious Bounty Hunter license. Absolutely 100% purchase this role expansion if you're still missing out on it. While the Bounty Hunter has of course lost out on some of its superiority and its luster recently as the only role that you can earn gold with, before the only options you had were showdowns, the Bounty Hunter role, Stranger missions, and then of course you could use other roles with the daily challenges, but the Bounty Hunter you could actually just complete missions and get paid in gold every single time. But now you have other things like blood money crimes, blood money contracts, and opportunities to mix in for fun and some variety. So the focus on a role being the only way to give you gold and money isn't as important here. This is still one of the ultimate roles for Red Dead Online, don't get me wrong. Your gold earning potential will shoot up and skyrocket to tons of gold per hour, and yes, while Trader, Moonshiner, and Call to Arms are also really good for money, so is Legendary Bounties. And for 12 minutes of your time, you're going to be earning 0.96 gold bars and over $525 on some top tier Legendary Bounty hunts this month while the Bounty Hunter event is active. It's not necessarily passive money like Trader and Moonshiner, but it's still a great vehicle for major gold and cash gains as you continue to pursue that Red Dead Online adventure that you've always wanted. If you want some tips on this role, whether you're new to the game or just looking for advice from a player with almost 4,000 hours, feel free to check out my gold bar and bounty hunter guides on my channel, including the money and gold guide that I uploaded this week, linked in the description below. But next up, we have an opportunity for 50% off all rifles this month, which include the bolt action, the Springfield, and even snipers like the rolling block and Carcano. And then of course we have the elephant rifle, which is more of a joke than a rifle, but it is there if you want it anyway. I highly encourage you to focus your attention on the bolt action rifle and the Carcano rifle in specific. The Springfield and the rolling block are nice and all, but it's clear the former mentions are superior in almost every capacity, and here's why. The bolt action deals 58.55 damage and has a faster rate of fire than the Springfield. Better DPS along with the same great accuracy makes it the objectively better standard rifle. The Springfield deals 64 damage and it can potentially need one less shot to kill than the bolt action, but due to the lower rate of fire it offers, it does have a slower time to kill on average. The Carcano deals 101.1 damage and it has a much faster rate of fire than the rolling block. This gives it the DPS advantage. Overall, it is a superior long-range rifle both for PvE and PvP combat. The fire rate alone makes it more useful in PvE due to facing groups of enemies, and the DPS it offers makes it superior against tank build players and any other player basically using health tonics, which is the vast majority of players. But just so you know, the rolling block rifle deals 121 damage, and again it has a much slower rate of fire, which makes its DPS lower than the Carcano. And just more of an FYI here, in case you're seriously thinking of picking up the elephant rifle because you want to use it for legendary animals or PvP or whatever, all things I really don't recommend, but either way, the elephant rifle deals 112.6 damage and it has limited range before it deals 0 damage. Big old goose egg. It has low ammo reserves, poor accuracy, a poor fire rate, and a poor reload speed, and all of this totaling up to be an impractical weapon for combat and basically any other purpose. But for number 3, we have 50% off the Bounty Hunter wagon. If you just picked up the Bounty Hunter role, you might as well pick up the wagon when you get enough money. Bounties get considerably more challenging as a solo player when you have to hunt down 2 bounties, 4 bounties, or even 6 in total, so you might as well come prepared with the vehicle that you can use to store all your targets after you hogtie them, as a huge benefit here is that they cannot escape once they're contained inside the wagon. You just have to be careful as this vehicle can still be destroyed by enemies or other players by killing the horses on the wagon or by blowing up the entire vehicle with dynamite or dynamite arrows. And if this were to happen, the bounty targets or any occupants inside of your wagon can jump out and start to escape. Even if you had them hogtied, they become unhogtied when they bounce mounts out of the wagon. Next up, we have 50% off all Breton horses. The Breton horses are amazing. They're a powerful horse breed and an instant favorite among horse enthusiasts. The name derives from the Breton region of France, where they were bred for thousands of years, and standing around 16 hands high, these are an incredibly bulky, heavy-set breed capable of draft work, but they're also used as war horses due to their gait and disposition. I do have a roll horses ranking list from worst to best on my channel that you're welcome to check out, where we go into tons of detail on these horses in specific and we rank them from worst to best. And so overall though, just if you have the extra stable stall ready to be filled, the Breton horse is a fantastic choice. After that, we have 40% off all Arabian horses. These horses have very good temperaments, they're alert and they're eager to please. They're fast, quick to learn, and have a willingness for training, though they won't tolerate abuse by the rider. Good-natured, they form a tight bond with humans, whether used for racing, war, or work. These are a superior class in terms of fitness, strength, and agility, and they exhibit a high amount of grit. Now, this is the finest horse a player of Red Dead Online can own. That being said, are they worth the price? I would argue no. I personally just prefer larger horses in the game in general that can take more damage, and while the Arabian horse's speed is nice, when it comes to spending hundreds of dollars or several dozen gold bars on a horse, I would prefer to spend them on a breed like the Turkomans, for example. Subjectivity aside, however, they would make a very positive contribution to any player's stable, and they are in my stable on Xbox and PlayStation, but I just prefer to fill up my PC stable with other horses that I like more. For number 6, we have 50% off all bounty hunter roll items. This includes the bolus, which is a thrown weapon perfect for tangling the legs of enemies, the reinforced lasso, which is a lasso made with reinforced rope to keep bounties secure, the tonic satchel upgrade to store more items in your tonics pouch, a kit satchel upgrade to store more items in your kit pouch, the tracking arrow pamphlet, Eagle Eye Plus, Focus, Perception, plus some other skills and talents that you can learn with the Bounty Hunter role. For number 7, we have 50% off all trinkets sold at Gus's store. I actually reviewed this one recently for the November event here in game, so if you are looking to just get kind of tips on these trinkets, like the Javelina Tusk trinket, the Snowy Egret trinket, the Beaver Tooth trinket, the Ram Horden trinket, and then of course the Buck Antler trinket, that would be my ranking list for these trinkets from worst to best. Buck Antlers being the best, Javelina Tusk being the worst. Those are basically the 7 major discounts this week, but then we also have some cosmetic discounts here in the game, like 50% off all shirts, gloves, corsets, dresses, and hats. And with that being said, that is everything that's included and discounted with the December and the Christmas update here for Red Dead Online. I'd love to know what you think about all these discounted purchases, if you have them all, if you're thinking of picking up some new ones, especially like the Breton horses and the Arabian horses. I really just cannot stress enough, for sure, if you're only going to spend a limited amount of money in gold this month, get the prestigious Bounty Hunter license, get the rolling block rifle, the Garcano rifle, get the Bounty Hunter wagon, and either pick up an Arabian or a Breton horse of your choice, get the bolus, the reinforced lasso, the tonic, and the kit satchel upgrades, plus the other Bounty Hunter roll items, and then you can invest in a couple of trinkets, but those are definitely end game items here because they do give you benefits. They're minimal, they're marginal, but if you are kind of at the end of Red Dead Online's lifespan and you spent all your money in gold on everything that you could possibly ask for, and the only thing left would be like limited time clothing or just clothing in general from the catalog, the trinkets are definitely expensive end game purchases. But with all that said, hopefully you all enjoyed the video today, and if you did, hopefully I earned your like on it. And of course, if you are new to my channel and you want to stay up to date with all the best Red Dead Online and Rockstar Games content, consider hitting that subscribe button so you don't miss out on a single thing we post here on the channel. We consistently talk about updates, news, information, tips, tricks, and even leaks, and we'll keep you guys updated here on the channel daily. So make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you'd like to follow me over on Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram, those are the best places to get connected with me outside of YouTube, and you're more than welcome to ask me any questions on those platforms. You can follow me at HazardousHDTV, and all of my social media links can be found in the description down below. That being said, thank you all so much for watching, everyone. I hope you all have a fantastic day, and I will see you guys in the next Red Dead Online video. Adios, amigos.